Have you ever had the existential question, why do I exist? Why am I here? Well, I was just listening to an Oasis song, Little by Little, and the last line in the song is, why am I really here? And I think I've solved the riddle. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be discovered. Okay? And there is no one answer to this question. I've thought about that for a long time. Why am I here? What's the point of life? There is no one point. It is an adventure and a role that you get to discover as you go along. And you may have a specific purpose for today that is completely different than the one tomorrow. Or maybe like 3 months of something towards one purpose and then it shifts. It's almost like, I almost want to say it's like you're an actor in God's movie, but you get to choose and discover your script as you go along is kind of how I think about that. There just is no one answer. There's all this pressure like, man, what am I going to do with my life? What is the point of life? And I found that there just isn't a single point to life. Life is so complex and intricate that there is no one point to life. There's not like a destiny, like this one thing you were created to do. This one thing is going to be the thing that you do. It's like a process of discovering, and in that process of discover and experiencing what life has to offer, you find that maybe your purpose for one day was to talk to a friend who was in need. Maybe your purpose for another day was to come up with a new business idea. Maybe your purpose for a different day completely was to just enjoy that day and go fishing or something. Maybe your purpose for that day was to be productive and get your chores done. So I think that every single day is a new purpose for the day. It's a new opportunity to have a new purpose. There's no one thing. Everyone has multiple purposes throughout the entirety of their life. So there's no pressure to be like, man, what is this one thing I'm going to do with my life? All you have to do is worry about, what am I going to do with my life today? Okay, what did I do with my life today? This, and that. And then the next day, we do that same thing. And over the course of us doing that, little by little, Oasis, shout out Oasis, little by little, we find out the whole big picture, but it's almost like everything. See, your life purpose is an intricate mosaic picture. And you are putting a little piece in, and each piece is completely different. But once they all go together, it's a full big picture. It's a full big picture. And that's kind of how I'm starting to realize, well, my purpose was do this for a little bit. Now it's go over here and do this for a little bit. Now it's, I've had plenty of years where my purpose was just to learn and experience life and just to experience different emotions and kind of learn how to deal with different experiences and emotions and lack of direction. Just learn how to deal with that and learn how to be okay with the lack of direction. That's why I like the concept of Wu Wei, effortless action. And life is like a river. We flow with the river, and sometimes that river takes us in an eddy and we spin around for a little bit. Then we get spit out and we go somewhere else. But I don't want the viewer here to have any pressure to figure out life. Maybe your pressure, maybe your purpose is to help one person today. Maybe it's to help 0 people today and just to take care of yourself today. All right, but every day, and I don't want you to even just be so worried about it. It's like, okay, well, what am I going to do with my life today? Not what am I going to do with my life in general? Because I learned this fact. Humans are a horrible predictor of the future, specifically their own future. So, I mean, look back at the last 5 years. 5 years ago, I want you to place yourself 5 years ago and imagine what you would be doing right now and what would have happened. So, like, what were you dreaming about? What were you thinking was going to happen? Okay. Well, in the next 5 years, I was going to do this, this, and this. This was going to happen. Man, I was going to be a famous movie star, whatever it is. Okay. Now, did life pan out anywhere near close to what you thought it was going to do? Because mine did not. Mine did not. I did not expect 5 years or even the last 7 years to look anything like this. And unfortunately, it's been significantly more disappointing than I thought it was going to be too. But through that process, I've kind of learning to understand life better, and things just don't go our way. We can dream, we can hope and wish, but ultimately life and success just comes down to one day at a time. One day at a time. And we're just experiencing the unfolding of that, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of like a gambling addiction because it's the random reward. So social media hooks you with the random reward principle. And what that is as you're scrolling, they know what you like, and they target content at random intervals. So they'll give you a bunch of stuff that you don't like that you scroll past, and then boom, they hit you with one that you do like, and then maybe boom, they hit you with another one that you like. And it's a random reward principle that social media uses, and it's really just a subconscious gambling addiction, because gambling on a dopamine hit. And that's kind of, we can just take that same philosophy that you're already doing it on social media. You're already doing that random reward of dopamine, but we can translate that and actually apply that in life. So, okay, well, what is my random reward today going to be? Boom, I got all my chores done. Boom, I got to hang out with my family. Boom, I came up with a new idea. Boom, I just spent the day by myself and I read a book. Boom, I built a Lego set. Whatever it is, okay? And that's what I think the point of life is. We're just unraveling day by day by day by day by day what the story is going to be. And we're not necessarily the creator of the story. We're an actor in a pre-written story. And I don't want to get too deep into that. It seems like we're an actor in a choose-your-own-adventure story, is how I would describe that. So if you think about the choose-your-own-adventure books, the book is already written, and the possibilities already exist, and you get to choose your own adventure. So I'm a human being. I have no way to prove that, but that's just a way, and this is just mindset for you guys to think about it. Man, it's a choose my own adventure. What am I going to choose to do? Am I going to flip to page 35, or am I going to flip to page 69? Have a wonderful day, guys.